welcome to my channel, new channel, and I'm so excited because I'm going to be doing this in basically the main reason is to give back, to try and help those who are really into trying to be a model. They're really passionate, but they don't know where to start. I'm running a model agency, but of course, through this, I can't reach everybody, and I thought this will be a way to help everyone out there. So first of all, I'll be doing this in English to try and talk to more people around Africa. So please, I hope you understand my English. This video is it's like the first of the first. What I'll talk about is just some of the challenges I think African models or African youth go through to becoming, they have to go through with them to becoming professional models. So these are challenges that you have to encounter. And the moment you realize that is the challenge, then it's so easy. It's so easy. Okay, for this challenge, I'm going to do this. For this challenge, I do the same as a model agent. I was a model before as well. I was a model before as well. Anyway, so stay tuned. Tradition versus modeling. So tradition, especially in African tradition, we take some families would take modeling as something that is very closely linked to prostitution. They don't understand. They will assume that when you become a model, then you start wearing things that, or you start dressing in ways that the community does not like. So this is a challenge that most family would definitely, the moment you tell them, mommy, daddy, I want to be a model, and you're like a 16, 17-year-old, your dad, if they don't have enough knowledge on what modeling is about, they will tell you no. My family did the same. They told me no, finish it, finish your knowledge, or finish your university before you can do it. I did it within, after a while, I used some of these tricks I'm gonna show you to really make them understand that I was really doing it because it's a passion, and I can actually do it professionally. So number one, so for example, families that think modeling is prostitution, what do you do to actually show them that modeling is not, it's not about that? Yeah. So there are many ways you can do it. First of all, you need to have good behavior. You need to have good behavior at home. You need to really be good, well behaved. You need to, even if you're doing modeling, you need to look and see, most models are very well behaved. So don't start having this habit of doing things that your dad or your mom's gonna think, okay, now she's acting like this. Why is she coming back so late? You're like, I'm doing modeling. No, 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 no. So first of all, you need to be well behaved. You need to take care. Modeling is about taking care of yourself a lot, respecting yourself, and they will see it and they're like, wow, and also, unfortunately, some families, also for men as well, they take it that a man who's, especially in Africa, especially in my country, they will say, oh, a man who does modeling is probably gay, or they start stigmatizing. And do not do that, because what you need to do, if I was one of you, is you start showing your family some of the people who've been professional male models, who are really successful, who are doing great, who, it's something that you need to also follow them and see how they live their lives. Yeah, so that's a challenge, but you need to go through it. You need to find a way to live with your family and be honest. Tell them everything you do. Tell them what modeling is about. Show them that professional models. Show them the people who the most professional or the most successful models in the world. Show them all this information and do it out of your free time. You need to try, instead of during the weekends, tell them, mommy, during my free time I want to work on my passion. So until when it picks up, then you become a full-time professional model. Number two is unstable income. So in Africa, I think most models, especially those who want to do this full time, they struggle because it's unstable. You get unstable income because you can't really tell when the job. So when you're starting, I would advise you, don't assume that the moment you become a model, then you'll be getting jobs every day, every day. Sometimes it may be once a month, sometimes it may be once every 2 months. So it's something that you need to know. And for that reason, I'll advise you. Some of the models that I'm working with, they do, so they start doing modeling full time, but at the same time, they have other things on the side. You know, you must have a talent. In my agency, we focus also on your other talents. So if you're a designer, fine, do modeling and also try and do a little bit of design. If you say you good dancer, do modeling and also try and do a little bit of dancing. If you're a singer, do singing. If you're a business person, why don't you do this? So you need to do something on the side that would feed onto your passion. So you focus on building your career as a model without thinking about the money. Because once you put all the hours to grow yourself as a model, then without thinking about the money, then you would really stand a chance to be the best out there. You know, I do the same. You know, it's the same thing. You have to invest your time to becoming the best model until when that chance comes on, when that international scout comes on, when Black Folks comes on, then you're ready. You're ready. You've invested all the time. You've learned and learned and learned and learned. So um, I always tell people, if you want to start modeling in Africa, don't assume or expect to just start getting jobs. You know, stay, you know, like random. No, 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 no. It will be unstable. And so therefore, I would encourage you to do it part-time with another activity that will be giving you money. So that way you're able to really focus on your growth. Number three, um, trends, influential. So it's called, I called it like this, that there are certain trends in Africa whereby you will face, whereby it's actually in the model industry all over the world, trends whereby in Africa especially, they really go into wanting to book a lot more light skin models. So if you're a dark skin model, so this might make you, you know, discouraged and everything. But what I usually tell models is, when every country, every continent, everywhere, they always have trends. And the trend can be, for example, it can be, now we're looking for slim, a lot of slim tall models. Maybe for high fashion models are the ones who are trending right now in everything they do. They're being used in commercials, being used in music videos. So what I would ask you, as a person who wants to be a model in Africa, study the trends of your place. Understand what type of models, what type of modeling pays a lot. Okay. If let's say you're a dark skin model, slim, very tall, and then you find like in your country they're only looking for light skin models who are a little bit chubby for music videos, for commercials, for everything, then why don't you check and see where there's a trend of your type, so that you can, you know, that will be your focus now. So you're like, let's say, oh, I can see Europe. Europe, they're looking for dark skin, you know, high fashion, slim, tall models for high, you know, for fashion weeks. Then why don't you start working towards that goal? Start practicing. Start, you know, if it's a high fashion, if it's runway, then start practicing on runway. And all you do is just think of that goal, and not be discouraged by trying to see that they're not using you in the country you're in. So I tell lots of people, study, see first of all, understand the type of model you are, then see your type of model, the way you are, your strength, where do they like such kind of models, you know. If you're a video queen, you know, if you're like light skinned, you know, Africa, we have a lot of people with shapes. Then understand and see, where can I get more work? Where do they look for models like me? Which kind of designers want models like me? Then you need to go for that. You can't just be everywhere. Not everybody would accept you. Just my advice. And the fourth one, big one. The fourth one, big one, which is a problem, it's a challenge that you need to know is, I need to cut it off. Sexual advances. So as a model, you get sexual advances towards you. You get people contacting you, thinking, you know, that they can, ask for sex and stuff like that. But these things should not let you feel discouraged. This happens, you know. It's almost like it's like when it's almost like when you work in the farms and then you know there will be snakes. You just need to know how to get rid of them, or to, you need to wear boots and stuff like that. So in modeling, these things will happen, but you need to really be very, very well behaved. Please understand that you don't need to say yes to any of this at all to grow to be a successful model. Lots of these unfortunate advances come to models who are very desperate, and they get offered this in a way that, oh, if you do this, then you get to grow. No, 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 no. There are a lot of international, very, very big top models that have actually grown and become successful. A lot of them, almost many of them, that they grow because they're passionate, because they put in the hard work, and do not go for shortcuts. Do not go for shortcuts. Don't think because I have to give in to this request I'm getting from I don't know which producer, then I will grow. No, it does not go like that. There's no shortcuts in everything in this life. Even in modeling, you need to put in the hard work, you need to practice, you need to do a lot of shoots, you need to do TFCD shoots. And at some point, things would tick right. You will be picked up by big brands. You'll be doing commercials, you'll be ambassador, you'll be doing, agencies will pick you up, you get contracts, but nothing like so. Sexual advances, it should not be something that you think is the norm in the model industry. No, actually, most models who go to be very professional and very successful, these are the models who are the most well behaved, very grounded, very humble, they take care of themselves, they respect their bodies, and they really everything good. And one day, hopefully, I will interview some of these people in my channel so you can see there is. So those are the four things that I think African models are likely to experience as a challenge towards. That's all, folks. Until next time, be fabulous and do not give up on your dream.